Am I live now? There she go. Hey, Bree Bree, could you hear me? When? Hi,
Hey,
Bree. I still hear your babies in the background.
yeah,
What you cook
yeah.
for dinner?
I made what did I make? What I made? I made beefsteak, mashed potatoes, corn, and macaroni and cheese.
Period, poo. It sounds like a meal to me. Okay.
I'm saying,
Okay, that's what we do. We cook for these kids. I'm so glad to be talking to you about this, especially on my platform. I'm ready to start, sharing my experiences and linking up with other women who's willing to share their experiences too. When it comes to the single mama thing, who don't go through stuff, who don't go through life, but mostly the hard setbacks and struggles that you had, and you had to do it with your kids along the way. So I wanted just to talk to you about that. See if you could offer any advice to help somebody, motivate or encourage somebody, and go from there. So I am going to explain how we met, and then you could tell, the people on here about yourself. So I'm gonna
yeah.
take it way back. So me and Bree been knowing each other for years. I mean, since like the '90s, because our mamas used to hang together. So she was like always the one I used to like spend the night. My kind of go spend the night with Bree house, or vice versa. So we grew up together. Life happens. Bree went one way, I went another way. We kind of stayed in contact, but we kind of like let life do its thing. And now we're coming back together as moms and, talking about relationships and work and stuff like that. So Bree always been a part of my life, and she know my kids. I know her kids and things like that. Bree, tell the people about yourself, girl. What you got to say?
Well, just like Janae said, we go back like oh flats.
Wait, she called me Janae, so you know she a day one. You know she a day one because I went by Janae growing up. Hardly nobody called me Andrea growing up. Andrea is like my first name, and I didn't get start getting called Andrea until like probably after college when I started working for real. But if you Janae, yes, go ahead. Didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, you know she a day one. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we had good times, and through the years of us growing up, we, still kept in contact, even though we did grow
Hmm.
older and move our separate ways. But I'm proud of
Hmm.
you. You inspire me to do a lot. You do, and that's good.
Well, thank you, Bree. And you know what? And that's what it's about, inspiration and motivation, because I want you to live your best life. I want you to know that you can do this too, or you can do whatever you want to do, to inspire the next woman.
Yeah,
So I just want to share my wisdom and my experiences with people because a little bit can go a long way. It might not necessarily help, but hopefully it can help put you in the right direction,
yeah.
especially with dealing with, these kids and, you still got to show up for work and you still got to make sure you right as a single mom. So, uh, to, okay, so starting from, now I can't even say from your first child, just through the pandemic, mentally checked in. What was your mindset through the whole pandemic with your kids? Where was you at?
It was hard.
Yeah.
I had just moved. I just moved to Oregon, and I wasn't didn't have my place yet, so I was with my grandmother, staying at her house. So it was just like too much going on. How people try to teach you how to raise your kids, and then older people get their input. It's like, yes, okay, I understand, but
Mhm.
we're in a
Mhm.
different day and age, and I have two, or two that are in school, 7 and 13, and COVID, like they need structure. They're
Mhm.
not having structure to take advantage and they get away with a lot. And it's only so much the teachers could do by even contacting them through through the pandemic. That was even hard to do. So everything was by email. So they're still getting into the role of things, but it's still hard because it's still one sided. You're only knowing so much, or they don't bring homework. Everything's done there. It's like they pile everything into one little section, and it's overwhelming the kids, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And I could piggyback on that too because Kevin, he learns better in school. So it was hard, having him sit down and do all that online work. It was really, really hard for him to focus. He needs that classroom, intervention, one-on-one, raising hands and stuff. And I knew that about my son prior to that. I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't gonna work. Kevin need to be in school. You know what I mean? But he did good. We rolled with the punches during the pandemic as far as the kids goes. But Keith really showed up. Like he really did good online, you know? And that just goes with his personality.
Yeah,
I can't say my baby don't like people, but he to himself. Tell
yeah,
him what needs to get done and he'll do it. And two different boys, two different personalities, two different learning styles that I'm still working on coaching on them with.
yeah,
I have a soon to be high schooler and a soon to be middle schooler. So just those stair step, and work and academic work, I really do help have Keith help Kevin with that. So I'm like, boy, you've been to the fifth grade. Kevin hasn't. Like, help your bro
yeah.
out. Like, come on now.
Exactly. 'Cause it's way different. Like their learning is different. This period. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you said that you moved to Oregon. What made you decide to move to Oregon?
Um, San Diego got too much. It was like overwhelming. You kind of like outgrow a place and you're just ready for change. And the same
Yeah.
stuff's going, and you have to step outside your comfort zone and do whatever God tells you. You do have to pray on it before you do before you do branch off, but you have to do it. And it's for the best.
Being
And
obedient, right? Right? Being
yes,
obedient to that. Like, God, okay, I hear you. I'm gonna do it. And making sure you follow through on whatever he said to tell you to do because he's telling you for a reason. And I think that's where we get to we're not trusting the process.
yeah,
You heard the voice, you felt the voice, you know what I mean? You felt the moves that needed to be made, and yet you were stagnant. You gonna mess around and miss your blessing. I be telling people, I said, follow that intuition. That's God telling you what to do. Like, yeah.
put your pride aside.
You think it's pride?
Sometimes it is.
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, not with me, no. I was just ready, something to speak on, speak on. And since I've been gone, there's just been so many, just associates in general that's been, just gone, it's been passed.
So you seem like a loss moving to Oregon, or you think it was for the better?
No, it's for the better.
Okay. Okay. And then too, that whole transitioning, living with somebody, oh my gosh.
That is the worst.
I know how difficult that is living with somebody and your kids.
Yeah.
Speak on that.
That was hard because it's like a whole bunch of different personalities in the house. Everybody doesn't live how you live. You don't really know a person until staying with them, and that it just made me realize like family ain't what it all. It's family is not what it seems to be. You
Hmm.
know, and just during the pandemic, that's the most time that you needed to bond or get it together, and that didn't really happen.
Yeah, it's like the clashing of, like you said, personalities and what you think or what they think or what should be done and what's the right way, instead of people just trying to let people be themselves, you know? And let's just even go
Exactly.
deeper and have it be like a generational thing, because your grandma said, because your mom said. But Bree, what do you say? You see what I'm saying? What does Bree say? You have a voice.
Yeah.
And sometimes because we're living with somebody, we feel like we can't speak out on our voice. We can't speak out on our emotions. We can't tell people the real of how we really feel.
Yeah, but it led me to like separate myself more. I was just like, more of like trying to find a job, when I first came here. I was like postmating or whatever, so that was my income for the time being. But just moving around, taking my kids to the park, or, even going to a
Yeah.
family member's house, letting them know, like all that drama and all that, like, that's not what it's about, And then they tend to think that's the right thing, and then they start, pulling each other's heads off damn near.
Yeah. So you see it step down to your kids with their cousins as well.
Yeah, it's like a generational thing, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, and we love our family. We tend to say, okay, family over everything. Our family supposed to help us or whatever excuses we make for our family. But sometimes our families can be our worst enemies. Sometimes
Yeah,
our family can be worse than the people on the street. So sometimes
yeah,
we do need to isolate ourselves from our family mentally to make sure we're okay and our kids are okay. You
yeah.
know,
And it's sad you don't really learn that until growing older, but we
it,
learn and
it,
we
it
live.
yeah, and it's conditioned, well, it's conditioned. We just doing what our mama say to do, until
Yeah,
we figure it out on our own as grown women and we have our own kids and we have our own life experiences. So can't nobody tell you how you feel during your experience and how to raise your kids.
exactly.
So these are my kids though. You can give some advice, you can give some suggestions, but you're not gonna tell me how to raise them. You
I'll
know, you,
listen or whatever, but
yeah,
thanks for the
yeah,
advice. Thank you.
yeah, cause them your babies, them your babies. It's I never understood that generational curses. I think we were the ones that's supposed to break them. I really feel like this generation we're supposed to be the one that's financially, mentally, physically, all that stuff breaking those generational curses so we won't pass them down to our kids because we see how toxic our family can be sometimes.
Yeah,
We see their life experiences and how we weren't equipped. Our parents didn't get, well, mama kind of gave me the game, but I felt like it was rushed. Like she gave me a little bit and I figured the
yeah.
rest out. And my dad, he gave me some game too, but no, we supposed to be giving our kids a for real game. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Some like my mom,
yeah,
like our moms, they was innocent. They was innocent. You know, they didn't
yeah,
bring us up like we needed to be. And then my dad is like, you was worried about your gaming yourself up, and you can pass on your firstborn.
yeah. That's how I feel like. Um, and I don't want to, and I want to change that narrative, Bree. I want to change that. I want a healthy relationship with my kids. I want my
Yeah,
kids to be able to tell me anything and everything. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I want my babies to, I want that foundation set. You know, and
Stability is everything.
stability is everything. And with our moms, you can speak on your mom, but I know my mom, she worked so much, she worked a lot. She was outside, you see what I'm saying, to
Yeah,
provide. And I'm all like, dang, why she just can't get that one good paying job?
yeah,
Why she can't put me in cheerleading? Why she can't take me to games and practices and stuff? Like, I didn't have that growing up. That's probably why I'm at my baby's days like, go team,
yeah,
go. You see what I'm saying? So I know stuff like that kind of hurt me growing up to the point to where I'm overcompensating for my kids, but that's
yeah,
okay. But that's okay because I'm showing up for my kids when they need me the most and they really appreciate it.
yeah. That's
So,
one.
so I say that to say that, like, as far as changing the narrative, my mama didn't, she didn't have it all together as far as uh, teaching me how to be a lady. Like,
Yeah.
you know, mama was not like that. She wasn't.
She wasn't
But
scared
it's
to come outside.
okay. Listen,
Yeah.
Miss Joyce, y'all, my mama was a real one. It's my mom was so trill and so like gutter and I love her for that. You know what I mean? And I love her that she got so much respect out there in them streets. And then for her to sit up here, what she instilled into me is hard work and education, and I ran with that. Like I said, that's what she taught me. That's the game she gave me, and I ran with it. So,
That's
and
right.
and your mom's still here, Bree.
Yeah. Yeah, she's doing good. Like we work together, and that was a good experience. Working with her, and we like got to know each other more. 'Cause, through times you're not living in a different city. You like tend to relationship drifts off. In a sense, but
Yeah.
we're back in a
Yeah.
good place. We
And
are.
do you feel like the relationship you and your mom have is growing now, closer?
Yeah, I think it's growing closer, but you know how you have people sabotaging things, so
Yeah.
it's like a Libra scale.
Yeah. Is she a Libra or you the Libra?
I'm a Libra. I
Ah,
like to
so
level
you
out things. I like to get it to the bottom. I like, a solution before it keeps prolonging, because when things build up, that's never good.
do you think your mom had expectations from you that you didn't meet?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Being a hothead and like, or she wants me to do this, and you don't move how your parents tell you to move. They didn't move how their parents told them to move.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now, I want to change that, and I want to change that and better the situation for my kids. It's only so much
Yeah.
kids can take, and now they're reacting different. They just getting back to school, and from when I was younger, and from this day and age, kids are, they're very different. Like at my son's school, it's in middle school. He's in eighth grade, and then those girls, shoot, they got more body than me.
Girl, don't get me started, girl. Okay.
So I'm trying to keep my 7-year-old to like, let her know that's not okay. You're not going to school with no crop top on. I don't care what she has on. I'm your mama. Yeah. So it's different being out here because it is a culture shock, big culture shock.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
I forget that part sometimes, you know. I forget that part. Um, how other people move in different cities and what we're used to growing up and what we're accustomed to, it might not be the same in another city or state.
You have to
And that's
learn how to
real.
adapt. You do.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
yes. And that's why I'm so big on people moving and switching locations because you get so much experience if you move. I don't care what nobody say. If you move to a different city and state, it will change your life. It will definitely change your life. Pack up and go. Do you understand me?
Yes. Let go and just let God. For
And
real.
and and let's speak about that, about your faith muscle and how much it's been exercised during these times, right?
Mhm.
And talk about trusting the process.
So when I first got here, just coming here, and first of all, you're in a whole different. You relocated, and just finding your way around. Trusting people. Trusting that they're gonna see you the right way. Trusting that God's gonna send you whatever you need when you do. When you do go, and you have to have that support from family as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes it's not all the support you need, but I did get through it. I prayed on it
Mhm.
a lot. Pride, not even having your own space, that does get overwhelming. It does. There's
Yeah,
nothing like your own. And just, you know, when you have people telling your kids, oh, you're not going to get your own place, or
yeah. Just that
no,
negativity.
yeah, just the
Just that
negativity. Nobody needs
negativity.
the negative energy, and I'm the type of person where I like to prove people wrong. I'm good for that. I love to prove people wrong, and I love a competition. So I'm gonna give you what you're asking for, and
Okay.
where I'm at now, in my
Yeah.
own spot.
Period. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. You did that.
Thank you.
And then let's backtrack. You said support. When you're looking for support, what kind of support do you need from your family? What does that look like?
Just any type of support. You can hear me out. Just be that backbone through the process. Be that person I can run to. When it's needed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hear me
yeah,
out for a chance.
yeah. You need to be heard. I hear that you need to be heard. You like to be heard.
Because
You
like
know.
people, it's like when you can take a lot, and you dish, you could take a lot, but when you dish it out, it's just like venom, and it's like people sometimes they expect too much out of you, You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm, yeah. 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 Oh, you coming to me for help, girl? I thought you had it all together, type stuff.
Yeah. Or no,
Yeah.
it be the ones that don't have no room to talk and be the main ones bumping guns till they bleed.
Yeah.
And it's like offer the advice, don't talk about the person, help them or whatever.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
deep. Yes. Like I'm coming to you for help. I need your assistance, and you want to go talk about me.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. People could be like that. It is really hurtful when it's coming from your family. That's why I'm an advocate of being self-sufficient. And I know everybody's not like that. I'm learning that now. Everybody don't have the ability to be independent. Some people need that assistance, which is fine. That is perfectly fine if you need help. I need help too. I ask for help too, but it's the certain people I ask.
yes,
You see
yeah.
what
You
I'm
can't
saying?
ask everybody.
It's a very few people I go to help where I know they're not gonna say and go run my business or make me feel some type of way because I'm asking for help. So you gotta build that circle, that little roster of your good girlfriends, of your good cousins, of people that you can go to for whatever reason with no judgment. Okay? So eventually you'll get there. Eventually you get more confident in your lifestyle and what you're doing and how you're providing for your kids to where you be able to bless somebody else with no problem.
Yeah, and I still managed to do that. Like, like here you see like bums everywhere. Like, it's crazy. Like just moving. I see
Uh-huh.
just during COVID, like another thing that shocked me. Like just driving to the stores on every freeway exit is like tent city.
Ooh.
Tents everywhere, and it's like they have all these vacant buildings. You don't utilize them and make it a homeless camp or something, or a homeless shelter. They're just empty. And you just figure you throw these bums a tent, they're good where they're living at, and that's what they've been doing. So we had a snowstorm out here, and it was so bad to where people died.
Oh my God.
So
It don't sound like Oregon did good after the pandemic. It sounds like they're
no,
still shut down.
it is so dirty here.
Shut
It's
up.
it's dirty. Like I have not seen so many foul, nasty things still coming out here, and I just be like,
Portland, Oregon is dirty?
yeah, they have like good parts, but like, yeah, they have it's
Hmm.
dirty. Yeah,
I didn't know that, girl. I ain't never
it's
been. I never been to go visit. Maybe I should go out there and see you. But I didn't think it was. I thought it was so pretty, so
no,
green.
it's pretty and green, but yeah, they like the homeless. They migrate they've migrated everywhere.
Where did they come from, you think? What city or state?
Just wherever,
Everywhere.
like they've always had a homeless problem, but when COVID hit, everybody wanted to relocate and move. So a lot of people from out of town and moved down here, and yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. And we're not trying to contribute to that homeless.
yeah. Because
Like no
sometimes
shade, I get it, but we gotta
yeah,
stay up on our 10 toes.
I'll give them like some money depending on I'll read them or whatever before give them to them. But I was more generous when I would be in San Diego. But it's like here, I know where that money's going, or they might be
Oh.
going around the corner to their bins as my mom had seen before. So we
Ooh,
good.
I heard that. I heard of that happening, but I
It's
never seen it happen. And that's because when I give just out the kindness of my heart. I don't care what you do with the
yeah,
money. That's your karma or whatever your day you gotta pay. I don't care. But I'm giving it to you because you asked for it and I had it. You see what I'm saying? If I have it, you
yeah,
have it. But I'm not breaking the bank and going to the ATM for a homeless person. No. But if I got some spare change or a couple dollars,
yeah,
that can have that. And keep up the good work, Brianna. I mean, you headed in the right direction. I just think that you just need, like you said, the support and the guidance that you need to keep you on track because you will do her. You will go get her.
yeah.
And I think your environment, contributes to why you feel like you're not where you need to be at right now. But that's okay. That's okay. Because you can change your environment, girl. You can change
Yeah.
that.
It's like
You
you
just,
have like setbacks, like COVID did. It was like a setback. Like
yeah, it is. It is. I think it's set a lot of people back, a year behind. But it's fine because God gonna bless us
I'm alive.
tenfold.
I'm living. I'm alive and I'm living. You know, I
That's
just think
right.
like each year it's like you. I have to prosper in some way. You have to succeed in a way. Matter of fact, each month or daily. But I like to look to the future. Like next year, I'm about to be in this place. Next year, I'm about to do that.
Yes.
Set goals.
Yes.
I write
Yes.
everything on paper, and when I
Yep.
do, I
Yep.
manage to set them. I do. I make it. I
Be in,
accomplish every goal.
and that's beautiful. Cause you be in the mindset every day you wake up, you're one day closer to your goal. You're one day closer of being where you want to be at. And
Yeah.
that's the energy you keep all day. Next day,
Yeah.
wake up again, one day closer. You know what I mean? And then once you build up that momentum, your blessings are gonna start falling in your lap. And then you're gonna be thankful, praising Jesus, girl. You just gonna keep on going. Cause that's
Yeah.
because once you set a goal and accomplish it, girl, that's confidence. That's like, oh, I did that. You can't tell me
Yeah, I'd be
nothing
like,
because
can
I
yes,
did
I'd be like,
that.
can't nobody tell me nothing. Like, tell me
Right,
something. I ain't
right.
listening. Like,
Right, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like it feels so good, and then it's gonna be getting addicted, and you're gonna want to set larger and bigger goals, and you're gonna chase them, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Your kids see you chasing your dreams, and they gonna want to chase them. So it's a trickle down effect. Like I said, I think this generation we're changing the narrative. We're breaking all those curses that our family put, our generational curses, and we're gonna be the one that's gonna have to set the new trend. We're
yeah.
gonna be the new wave. We're the new wave. The new
Especially your
wave.
kids seeing how
Yeah.
hardworking you are, it's like you have no choice but to pick it up.
Right, right. Because when my mom passed, I just hit the ground running. Because I knew, damn, all I got is me and my babies, and the grace of God for me to make some shit happen. But did you get my book that I wrote?
No.
I'm gonna have to send you a copy. But yeah, it's the I wouldn't say the blueprint, but a lot of it is in there. What I did, how I did it, and what my goals are. It's all in my book, my self help book. But I just want I just want you to be happy waking up. I want you to be happy blessing your kids, be the woman that when you look at them, be like, okay, I'm the woman that I want to be. And because you got to show up to her each and every day.
Yeah. Like I make myself happy, but like buying for my kids, like they're spoiled, like and it's like
Yeah.
that's my way of making them happy. Like how you kind of in a sense put yourself down and make people happy and you like overdo it or
hmm
the energy that you're giving them they're not giving it back to you.
But is Brianna happy though? Are you happy?
Yes, I'm in a as at the moment I'm in a good place.
Okay.
I
At the
am.
moment. And we
Yes,
going to stay here
it's
in the
like
moment
a
with
roller
that
coaster.
happiness.
It's like a roller coaster.
Oh yeah. Okay, so then when your roller coaster goes up and down, we need to learn how we can train our mind not to go down. So your triggers, your stress, responses and stuff, we need to work on that so you won't have those highs and lows, in between. So you want to have that even playing field to where when you're on your high horse, you can't get down and vice versa. You want to stay high. You want to stay
Yeah,
happy. You want to stay
yeah.
elevated at all times. The better.
To where that when that conflict comes, you just shake it off like dirt on your shoulder.
Period.
Yeah,
Can nothing get to you, and that's a lifestyle that I aim to be, and I think that's where you gonna have your best success stories, because a lot of people, um for whatever reason, probably don't think that lifestyle is real, but it is. You can wake up happy each and every day of your life, girl.
yes,
Like you can wake up in total bliss each and every day, but you gotta choose that shit each and every day too. That's what I'm saying. It's a choice. All the feelings and all the emotions that you choose happiness. Yeah. You know what it feels like to be happy. So
yes,
keep that feeling going, making sure that you making your dreams come true for you and your babies. You setting the tone, you want peace when you get home. Little kids, sit your butt down
yeah.
somewhere.
Make
It's
make
peace.
that peace. Yeah,
Yes, yes. And that's important for you as a mom, so then you can, because you come home angry from work, stressed out, you're gonna lash out on your kids. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, it's like with the baggage, you gotta keep that baggage at work. You can't bring the baggage from work and bring it home. Then it's gonna be overwhelming because you already know the kids is rocky. Once the kids come home from school or daycare, whatever, it's rowdy. So you can't take that and just lash it out. You gotta just leave that at work and just
Right,
be in a
right,
whole different environment.
exactly. Yeah, and then it's a learning curve. So you got to kind of like low key, train your brain to think like that and to behave like that and showing up for that better person of you, that better version of yourself. You got to be that each and every day. Remember. So with the new Brianna act like this, with the new Brianna, tell her kids whatever. With the new Brianna be writing and raving. No, she
Yes.
won't, because the new Brianna is da 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 da. In your journal, whatever you write down, who is a new version of yourself, and show for her each and every day. You
That's
got
right.
it. Yeah, you got it. That's what you do. And then it's going to be a habit, and then you're going to be a badass mama. Like, what? No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's confidence. You got it. And then can't nobody tell you nothing, because ain't nobody built you but you and God, girl. Don't make
Yeah.
me start preaching up in
Yeah.
here, because then ain't nobody going to be able to break you, Bree.
Man,
How they going to break what they ain't built, girl?
for real. You can't break what
Yeah.
you did not build.
That's what I'm saying.
Nor to try to reconstruct.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That comes from you. You have to do that. You have to be that person, that strong woman. And then when you're ready to get a man, I mean, you can, like at that point when you're ready, when it's real, have that conversation and set your standards and your expectation of the relationship, and it can go from there. But until then, girl,
The
focus
rest of
on
that day.
you and your kids.
Yeah.
Focus on you and your kids, because baby, that's your bread and butter right there. Okay, so we finna wrap it up. Give me some advice or anything that you want to share to the next single mom. What can you share from your experiences, something that you learned? Drop a
Um,
gem, share a nugget.
I'll say pray. In some sense, just keep God in your life. Just pray. Whoever your higher power is, pray. Um, and just trust the process. He'll always come around, no matter how late he is. It's gonna happen. Timing is everything. You just have to be patient. That's what I did learn. Just be patient.
Yes. Patience is a virtue, because when you pray for patience, you're going to be getting tested left and right. So you got to make sure that you have that patience under control. Do you understand me? You
Yes.
got to have it under control. And it seemed like, dang, I asked for something and then you get it, and they just be so abundant.
Yeah.
It's like more than you could ever ask for.
Yeah. It's like
That's
when
right.
it
Time waits
comes
for
and you
no
have your
one.
breakthrough, like it comes in so overwhelming. It's just like you're just in such a awe.
You got to wait for it, though. You got to wait for it. You have to wait for it. So I'm waiting too for my blessings to shine through. In the meantime, I want to help and reach out and grab single mothers along the way. But I be trying to tell them, I said, wait till I get to the top, that I'm gonna bring you with me. The ones I want to go up is going up with me. But let me get to
Yeah.
the top first. I'm out here every day, talking to women, single moms, to see how I can best run my platform and my business. Okay, so you stay
Mm.
locked in with me. Keep in contact with me. I'm here for you whenever you want to talk. Don't ever feel like you're alone. And we're going to get through this, girl. You're going to be all right.
Yeah.
You are going to be all right. Thank you for your time. And then
You're
I will
welcome.
talk to you later, girl.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Bye.